Hello everybody, my name is Bubble Hat Boy and welcome to another Bubble Hat Boy video. In today's video it is time for Project Ocean Construction Episode 7 at the Alton Towers Resort. So without wasting any more time, let's hop straight in to the Concrete Analogies Episode 7. To begin with, at the Project Ocean site, in the last video in my construction series, if you watched it you would know. If you haven't, there'll be a link to the entire playlist of Nemesis and Project Ocean in the top right hand corner. But in the last episode I said that they were getting ready to start filling in the roof of this concrete structure. You know what it's time for. Everyone ever knows what it's time for, except for the one person who's never watched these episodes. What is Project Ocean? It is going to be located on top of a path, with a path going right through the middle of it and a big concrete structure that'll be set on. Now, of course, in previous episodes we have seen these big concrete towers going up, and I must say, thank gosh it's not the Smilers station, because the concrete already doesn't look great, so I'm very much assuming it will be covered up, and no one needs to see that. We all know it doesn't look good on the Smiler. But now we can see that the roof part has started to go on. We can see that they've filled in supports from one side to the other of concrete, and there's big parts of the structure that now have sections of concrete completely filled in, which is lovely to see. Of course, the rest of it hasn't had that yet. The rest of the structure is still very much under construction. But you can see where all the rebar is going in place, and so you can see where the concrete is going to go once it has been poured in, which is very exciting to see. We're continually progressing through Project Ocean's construction. I'm very much assuming it's going to be a 2025 project now, but you never know, they might randomly reopen it on a Tuesday in November or something, which I heavily doubt because they will be open for like a week. But anyway, moving on to the next Project Ocean update. Now, next up on the Project Ocean construction update is the queue line, because when the planning application was originally submitted, we got a good overview of what the queue line would be looking like, with the majority of the cattle pen section, that being when you go up and down a lot of times, being on the side near the blade, in an area that was not really used before. Of course, this area where the ride is going and the majority of the rest of the queue line is where Ripsaw and Funk and Fly were, but this section was very much a hill and nothing really went there. But we can see that there's going to be a big queue line there, and now there's a big lot of concrete that has gone in where that section of queue line is going to go in sort of big steps, which look very interesting because, of course, Alton Towers is a big hill. There's sort of steps going on there, and of course the concrete is sort of holding back all the mud from going in. But that is not it. However, there is no actual Forbidden Valley update. We still have one last thing to discuss about on this Project Ocean episode, so let's get straight into that. Now, despite the norm, this episode of Project Ocean Construction does have no Forbidden Valley updates, mainly because there are no updates in Forbidden Valley to update you on. So instead, this week we have a trademark which has been done by Vista Maxima Services, which are actually the company that initially registered Hyperia on Merlin's behalf. So what is this trademark? I hear you all wondering, what's it got to do with Project Ocean? Well, the trademark is for something called Toxicator. Now, of course, this is an interesting name, but the only thing that is really being built currently at the Merlin Parks is Project Ocean, so there's definitely some arrows pointing towards this being the name for it. Of course, I don't really know what the theming could be. Maybe it could be like, of course, Nemesis has maybe contaminated you and you now have to get detoxed. I don't know, but then it says Toxicator. We'll have to find out in the future. Could this be for something completely different, or will it actually be for Project Ocean? We'll find out when the future comes. But that is all for this episode of Project Ocean Construction. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll hopefully see you in my next episode. Good